This is really cool. Art Mage actually destroyed this event. So make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So we finally got to see some action out of Refine, bringing back Blazing Dominion here, actually getting to gear up and actually have some new meta for you. Now, this meta is going to be bringing in some of the old contenders here. You are going to have Dracotail branded in Vanquish, so all still being played here. You know, we're in that transitionatory period here where people still are kind of picking up their cards and they're getting ready, but we also had Mitsurugi and Sky Striker. But don't worry, people brought some new toys to this event. We had Art Mage, Doom Z, and dare I even say, we had a Predaplant player. Now, this Predaplant player actually ran it really, really far home. They were able to get third place out of this tournament. I'm going to clap for that because that's absolutely wonderful, getting to see diversity actually showing at its finest. Now let's pass on over to this deck list. All right, so winning our event is the power of Art Mage and friends. And honestly, this is kind of a nice little surprise. But to be fair, I mean, you want to be making, you know, these little stupid guys out to be, you know, amazing. I do see we're also playing double Shade the Obscure. Shade is such a good card, man. Like, this card allows you to do so many good things within the deck. Like, it's good, but also you're playing board breakers in here. You're going into Dark World Wars, you're playing Book of Eclipses, you're playing Super Polys to be able to, you know, break apart the field to actually establish and be able to do your thing. And honestly, that's good. Being able to have, you know, Art Mage Board Breaker actually being a real contender within the meta, I don't think was something that a lot of people really expected, but it's a good symptom of the format showcasing developments actually working out. Next up here, we get to see Doom Z as well. Doom Z is a little bit of a troublemaker within this current format because you're able just to do some incredibly good stuff. Being able to access Regulus as like an end-board negation piece is very, very good. You're also going to notice that we have the triple dimensional fissure in here, allowing you to disrupt the opponent. And you also do get to see, yet again, the triple super poly. And as you can see, Sea Monster Theseus has now moved on in here to be a contender to help you break apart these boards. Which, you know what, I think is fine. You need access to this card, and it'll help you out decently well. Obviously, Merrymaker and Champion Sorass, once again, getting you into the best piece. You also notice we're only playing one Power Patron Doomsy. I think it's fine. You got the triple of the Shade mech here as well. So, I mean, like, this card plus the, you know, Vidolium should accomplish pretty much everything that you need to for your opening plays. Next up here, we get to see some Predaplant action. And if you thought that you were going to get a budget deck, no. We have to play a lot of Dominuses in order to, you know, kind of get this deck off of the ground. I actually kind of appreciate, you know, how much dedication that they had to slam into this deck to get this to work. You also do see we are playing the triple copies of Princess Draconaia. This is actually pretty good right now. I appreciate the fact that Draconaia ends up just being such a great supportive piece for this deck. Like, it's actually kind of insane. Now, one other stupid thing that this deck gets access to, which it really should not be allowed to have this, but you can play Gravity Collapse now because they, for some reason, give you access to branch into tuners. Now that you can branch into tuners with this deck, now suddenly you have an extra game plan, which is a little bit interesting. Next up, we get to see some Sky Striker action, and this build's playing the Double Desires. I so much hate this. Also very surprised I got away with playing the one Luminous Gate. Having played this, I really want the Luminous Gate. Like, it ends up just feeling so good. There is no Thrust in this deck. But instead of playing Thrust, they're playing the triple different dimension ground, which is fine. You're able to use this as a full disruptive card, which is actually just fine. I also do see we have the Dracotail Flame in here. This card's actually not too bad, but you don't have a way to bridge into it. It's going to end up being one of those cards you'll see somewhere along the way, and it'll be like, oh, hey, cool, you know, I can use this as a disruptive piece if I need to, but Okay, I also see that we're playing Triff Overdom as a super poly target too. Coverage, man. That's the era we live in now. As long as you can cover your bases on what you need to answer with these cards, you'll be doing just fine. Next up here we have, I told you, we have some Vanquish Soul. Kudos to still making this deck work, because every other relative or event I have seen, the Vanquish Soul has just, it's really just getting broken down. Like, the deck is struggling so hard to keep up within the current space. I mean, I think that's, Konami knew what they were doing when they took Holy Sue out back and actually just wrecked this card's existence. I do think in Vanquish Soul, even if they had multiple copies of Holy Sue, I don't think it would functionally matter at this point, because the deck just struggles too much into the Cool Tune matchup. Like, if you cannot establish into those matchups, it just ends up being, your game plan just initially falls apart. And it's really sad to say that, actually, because, like, you need this deck to be able to do well, and obviously you're really not. Also, they are doing the rank up stuff into the werewolf. Okay. Next up here, we have Mitsurugi. You know what? Kudos for still making this deck work too, because I swear the more I look around, this deck is also struggling within the current meta. First thing, you got to bring in the super polys. All right. So we brought in the Saint Azamina. We have regular Azamina. You know, we have the tools to be able to break apart these boards. Check. Grizel Prison. Hey, guess what we have? We have a ritual monster. So we get to just go ahead and Grizel Prison the opponent so that they can't actually synchro summon. Sly little guys. I'm proud of Mitsurugi, actually. They got the memo. It's like, if your deck has access to Grizel Prison, you Grizel Prison. And then, obviously, you get this established and you lock your opponent down. You can just let the Mitsurugi cards do what they need to do. Which should actually work out. I mean, if this deck gets extra deck ripped, I mean, it's a slight inconvenience, but, like, it's still going to be able to recover. Like, that's why we love Mitsu. Next up is some branded action. This build is actually playing the Cocatorium. Cocatorium being able to banish the Mercurier and be able to, you know, basically go for the full combo is why this deck has become, you know, more of a nuisance within the current meta. I also see that we're playing Gogolette here. Gogolette being able to get dropped off of Yield Branded Fusion and to get you a droplet is insane. You're also going to notice something funny about this list. We are only playing one Branded Fusion. You know, for as much as we have looked and seen, you know, like how broken Branded Fusion is as a card, you know, Nadir Serviting, I mean, isn't not exactly the greatest combo line here, but also, like, if you see the Fallen of White, you know, to start combo, this card's just dead. So you're kind of taking, you know, the risk for, you know, what you're trying to do on the end board. Next up is Dracotail. I'm actually surprised that a Dracotail player made it to the end of the Sugar-Coated Rainbow, but I see that we're playing the Magister's package in here, which is fine. Being able to make this playline into the Magister's Omega is good. There are some interesting tech choices here, though. They are playing only 2 Arthalion. The Shalos is in the side deck, so this duelist had to make some concessions here. They really had to, like, branch things out here in order to, like, get the full Magistus Advantage package built into this deck. Because I'm not going to lie to you, not being able to have access to some of these pieces could have been rough. But I assume, like, if it was a more grindy matchup, they would just board in the Shalos and they'd be able to, you know, make the concessions on the play line that they needed to. So they definitely, they had plays that they could actually work with. And then 9th place, dun dun dun, dun, which was an Elf Note player. Actually, kind of stinks to see Elf Note back here in the back, but you see Elf Note's playing the 2 Fallen with the 1 Fallen of Albaz. That's interesting. Of course, the Incredible Ecclesia for you to bridge on into, because this is just the perfect playline. Going with the 2 Medius the Pure, which is fine. Triple Fallen and Virtuous. I too love the broken combos that a deck like this is able to get into. And of course, the triple Secret Village being able just to stun lock out the opponent. Absolutely gorgeous. I love every piece of what this deck can do. So what do you guys think about Refine's double case tournament 1 p.m. breakdown? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons! Thank you! Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.